This is a guided 30-minute meditation exploring sensations in the body with a particular focus on unpleasant, neutral, and pleasant experience. If you do notice pain or discomfort in the body, try not to overwhelm yourself by focusing on only this sensation. This meditation can be done sitting, so find a comfortable position, if possible with your feet flat on the floor, your back self-supporting, and your head balanced evenly on top. Rest your hands on your knees or together in your lap. See if it's possible to keep a relaxed but assertive posture. Relax your eyes, closing them if it's comfortable to do so, or holding a low gaze if you prefer. Bring your attention to any sounds that you may notice around you. This could simply be the sound of my voice, distant sounds outside the room, maybe sounds of nature. Take a moment to notice how these sounds travel to you, how they move through the air to reach you. See if it's possible to feel the air. Maybe you can feel the air around your fingertips or on the tip of your nose as you breathe. Can you feel the air moving through the body as you breathe? Now, see if it's possible to trace the air as it flows through the body. Noticing any sensations you feel as the air moves through the nose, down to the chest. You may notice some movement in the abdomen. Staying aware as the breath moves back up and out of the body. Seeing if you can stay attentive to the flow of the breath, moment by moment. Can you feel any movement in the body? If so, where? What does it feel like? Notice that there is no need to control the breath. The body breathes naturally, much of the time without much thought or attention. Resting the attention on the flow of the breath allows us to simply observe, moment by moment. See if it's possible to keep your attention here, noticing how this breath feels as it moves through the body. Do you notice a pause between breaths? Now, what sensations do you notice with this breath? The intention for this moment is simply to be present, just as you are. That is all. You will notice at times that the mind wanders off, as thoughts of the day so far, stresses, worries, things to do, or other strong sensations in the body appear in the mind. This is completely normal, and when you notice this happen, take a moment to acknowledge the thought or sensation passing through. You might like to choose a label to help acknowledge what this thought is about, using words like worry, or judgment, or planning. If you notice a particular sensation in the body, drawing your attention away from the breath, acknowledge the sensation, if possible, with an attitude of acceptance. You may acknowledge the sensation as pleasant or unpleasant. And when you have done so, bring your attention back to the breath without delay. You may choose to visually let go of these thoughts, watching them disperse or fade into the distance. However you choose to let go, see if it's possible to do so gently, and then escort your attention back to the breath. Coming back now to observing the movement and the sensations in the body with each breath. Now, gently moving your attention through the body, just to check in with how the body feels today. Starting with the feet, noticing any sensations, maybe tingling, maybe numbness, maybe the feeling of the clothes on the body, or the floor under the feet, maybe no sensations at all. You might like to acknowledge these sensations as either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Continue to move your attention up through the body to the ankles, the lower legs, the knees, and upper legs. Moving your attention to the pelvic area. Can you feel the weight of the body on the chair? What other sensations do you notice here? Now taking your attention to the lower back, and then to the belly. Can you still notice the flow of the breath? Take a moment here to experience the changing sensations as you breathe in and out. Follow the flow of the breath up to the chest, moving to the upper back. Do you notice any sensations that are pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral? Moving your attention to the shoulders, the upper arms, lower arms, wrists, and hands. Noticing that there is no need to move any body part. Simply seeing if it's possible to feel into each area from within. Move your attention to the shoulders, and the neck. What do you notice here? Maybe tension or tightness. Take your attention to the back of the head, the left side of the head, the right side of the head, and now the top of the head. Bring your attention to the face. What do you notice here? Are there relaxed areas or tight areas? When you breathe out, see if it's possible to let go of any tension. Soften the forehead, around the eyes, the cheeks, the mouth, and the throat. Do you notice any change to the sensations in the face? Maybe there is no change at all. Maybe a little change. Or maybe a noticeable difference. Whatever you notice is okay. And resting your attention back on the breath. If it's possible to go with any tension, softening the muscles around the neck, in the shoulders and the back. Simply let go of any tension that isn't needed. With each breath out, see if it's possible to let go. If you find that tension does remain, this is okay too. While you rest your attention on the breath, witnessing the coming and going of sensations in the body, observing and letting go of thoughts that move through the mind, it's important to remember that all you are feeling is perfectly natural. No sensations, strong sensations, feelings that stay and ones that come and go. This is all the experience of living, and our only intention today is simply to notice this. We are not trying to change our experience. We are not trying to make the body relax, to make the mind be at peace, or to get rid of feelings that, if we had full control over our experience, we may choose not to have. The intention right now is simply to be present in this moment and notice our experience as it is naturally. Now, scan through the body and see if you can bring your attention to a feeling or a sensation that you might say is unpleasant. Not a strong or overwhelming pain, something in the background. Maybe a light ache, a little tightness or some tension. If you can't find an unpleasant sensation, this is okay. Continue to focus on the breath. If you do, take a moment to explore what this feeling is. What makes this part of your experience unpleasant? What do the sensations in the body feel like? Can you notice what your attitude towards this feeling is? Maybe there are harsh thoughts or resistance. Maybe some acceptance. Maybe neutral, no particular feelings at all. Whatever you notice about this experience is okay. Our intention here is simply to become aware. You might like to direct your breath towards this area of discomfort or to this unpleasant sensation, offering it a little more space, seeing if you can visualize the breath moving through the body towards this area, softening, cooling, soothing the discomfort. Do you notice any change to the sensations? What is your attitude now? See if it's possible to approach this area with gentle curiosity, without any prejudgment of what this sensation is, but instead with wonder. Paying attention in this moment. What is it that you notice? If you notice your mind wandering off, following thought after thought, acknowledge where the mind has gone to and gently escort the mind back to this area of the body or back to the breath. In the same way that you might visually let go of thoughts, see if it's possible to visually let go of this area of discomfort. Observe the tension melting away or soreness dissolving, and begin to scan the body for a neutral area. An area where you don't feel any particular sensations at all. Maybe an area that you don't usually notice. A toe, a finger, maybe the nose. Take a few moments here to feel into this area from within. What is it about this area that feels neutral? What does neutral feel like? Maybe numb. Maybe a slight tingle, or simply no noticeable sensations at all. And what do you notice about your attitude now? What thoughts have appeared in the mind? Maybe boredom, or maybe restlessness. Is it possible to stay keenly aware and attentive to the sensations in this area? Noticing if the mind wanders, where it has gone to, and bringing it back to this neutral area, seeing if you can feel the subtlest of sensations, maybe temperature, movement of the air, or texture of the clothes. Resting your attention here only with the intention of noticing. Noticing what's happening in this area of the body right now. Now, letting go of this neutral area of the body, begin to scan for a pleasant sensation. This could be in the belly, the hands, maybe around the eyes, or the feeling of the breath. When you have found an area that has a pleasant feel about it, start to ask yourself, what is it about this part of your experience that makes it feel pleasant? What does pleasant feel like? What sensations do you notice? Maybe a feeling of warmth, maybe a softness to the muscles, or a feeling of relaxation. What thoughts arise in the mind when your attention is on this feeling? What do you notice about your attitude towards this sensation? Is it possible to keep your attention on this area? Or has the mind already wandered off? If so, notice where it has gone to and bring your attention back to where it was on the body. You might like to notice if the sensation changes over time, or does it seem to stay the same? Now, letting go of this pleasant sensation, bring your attention back to the flow of the breath in the body. Observe the breath move through the nose, down through the chest, expanding the abdomen, and moving back through the body. Gently resting your attention here on the flow of the breath. Now, see if it's possible to broaden your area of attention to observe the whole body, allowing a general awareness of all that's going on in the body right now. You might notice particular feelings or sensations that draw your attention, maybe strong, pleasant or unpleasant ones. Do you notice any resistance towards sensations in the body? Or maybe a general feeling of acceptance for all that is going on in the body right now? If there are any areas that call for your attention, see if it's possible to acknowledge what's going on in that area. You may like to note the feeling as a pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral one. Then bring your attention back to the breath. And when you are ready, broaden your attention back to the whole body. If you notice that a particular feeling continues to call for your attention, take a moment to feel into that area from within. Notice the sensations, and if there's a feeling of discomfort, you might like to direct your breath here for a few moments. Offer the area a little more space, and when you are ready, return your attention to the flow of the breath through the body. Throughout this practice, you may notice that although the mind and body are with us always, the thoughts and sensations that flow through them are often transient. We ourselves are not these thoughts or feelings, but we can observe them as they move through mind and body. Resting your attention on the whole body, what do you notice now? How does the body feel as a whole? Maybe calm, restless, energized, relaxed, maybe a combination. What do you notice about the mood of the mind? Maybe a freshness, some peace, frustration. What's the feeling or flavor of your mind right now? Now, begin to broaden your attention again into the space you are in. Notice sounds in the room around you, or distant sounds from outside. Notice the feel of the floor under your feet. You might notice the textures of the clothes on the body, the temperature of the air around you. As your awareness returns to the room, see if it's possible to bring any sense of spaciousness with you. When coming out of a meditation, it's important to do so carefully and with patience. So opening your eyes slowly take in the light. Notice objects around you, the colour of the walls, or textures of any furnishings. Gently moving yourself into the next moments of your day.